what was, for you, going on to our new platform, what do you think translated the best? Like, was the greatest success, and why?
The one good thing I could say about switching to this digital platform was it felt like it was one-on-one with each of my kids in my class.
Okay, well that's good.
Because it wasn't just one person coming up. It's like a close-up of everyone's face.
So you felt like your acting curriculums are going to translate?
Yeah, I think I'm actually really excited about my acting curriculum because I a lot of time have always made I've made a correlation between theater and film,
right? Just
on the basis of acting. So I find that it's really cool that now it's kind of not film, but it's where theater meets film. So it's a nice time to apply all the other things that we never get to.
Okay, well I think that's cool, where theater meets film.
What about the rehearsals? What was that like for you now going on Zoom and doing all of that?
Well, I think for me in general, the hardest thing, and I think we kind of talked about this when we had this conversation about a week or so ago, is the concept of like, I'm such a in-person person. That's why I've always been more on the theater side than film. So I was really nervous about it not feeling natural, like it not feeling organic, like me having to fake a little bit of that excitement. Like I didn't think it was going to feel as tangible, I guess, you know, like I do feel like I'm spending time with them, you know, and I thought there would be a bigger barrier. And I think, so for me, in general, I thought all the rehearsals were far more personal than I expected them to be. Like, I definitely felt there'd be a bigger, like, a wider lens, it would feel like, or a bigger space between.
No pun intended.
I was really proud of the students, because I think a lot of this comes back on behalf of them. They have to be willing to be in their rooms and being in dress code and showing up and working on their dancing while their siblings might be, like, doing something else behind them, and it's hard, and I felt like...
It takes a lot of focus.
Yeah, it does. And a lot of bravery, because these kids are singing. They come here to belt or find their voice or whatever, and now. So, I guess for the rehearsals, yeah, it was, that I think was so successful as far as just the human feel. Of course, I like want to squeeze their little faces.
I mean, I think that inspired a lot of our content that we have like on YouTube and all these other platforms we're using now digitally. It's actually kind of cool, because that was one of the things we discussed before we went into this. We were like, how we're such active movement, we're acting, we're like, how do we do that? And now that we found this way to do it live, and like all these videos we've recorded and everything we put out it's actually inspired me way more.
Well, I also think the great solution to that too is that now we realize that we just opened a second Zoom platform. So now we can literally have both studio rooms live at the same time for these rehearsals coming up this week. So like you and Jason can literally walk from one room to the other, and the kids can feel like they're here, you know? So I think that was a big solution. So for some of those bigger groups like Birdie, where the lag was hard because we had 33 kids in the cast. Now like we can divide them into sectionals, so the timing and the lineup, when you get to West Side, we're going to want to be having Jets and Sharks, you know? So I think that's going to be really helpful. I'm excited we went through with that. No, I'm excited. I think we have a lot of great stuff coming up this week. I think we have a lot of great ideas that we have yet to release, and now that we know we have this timeline a little longer, I think the bloopers that we've come up with for just in the recording that we are doing for the footage is something that I think not many theater companies or people would really want to share those, but I'm like, excited to, just because I think the biggest thing I'm still missing, and I think maybe our world is still missing, is that like human touch. And we are so lucky, I am so lucky as a business owner to have you and Jay and JB, like really, and Martina when she's able to come in, you know, keeping the space safe and clean and quarantined is weird, because we're used to a hubbub of energy, always. But the fact that we have each other, it is that playful energy, at least between us, and I think it's important for the families to see that we haven't lost our stupidity in the sense of all of this fear.
I know.
All right. She'll come back as my hip hop assistant.
Oh,
hell yeah.
That's dope.
I may be bigger, but I still got it in me.
Yeah, girl. Get it.
I got more to shake now.
We're recording.
There's romance, there's something going on. She gave him the signal. Comes there. They go. Dips. comes back and down. And that is the fish.
My turn.
Action.
Hey guys!
Okay, so we're going with hey. Alright, cool.
If you don't know what part you are in these dances, please reach out to us because a leader will always be a leader and a follower will always be a follower. Now moving on.
A fly flew in my nose. There's nothing I...
Ready? Are you sure?
I don't know. I think I ingested it through my nose.
Keep going, Martina. You can go over some.
Jason, I feel like
give me
you're
a
trying to
poster.
get
Give me a poster.
I feel like you're trying to get me out of here. You're like, keep going.
Take another step that way.
Seriously,
No, you-
I can go this far?
No, come back. That, right there. That's it.
What about my hand?
Too far. Come over a little bit.
So I can't go this
No,
far.
well, you were good. I can see you.
No, okay, I'm good.
You're out.
Make your step a little smaller.
No!
Now do it. Keep going.
Shut up.
Good straight leg up. Down, spring, pizza, so much cleaner. Good, and release. Very good job. That is the scissors. My turn.
Oh!